Thank you so much. I'm shy. Um, where do we start from? First of all, I want to thank God for this opportunity. And I want to thank my friends sitting in the front. Let me start from the government in the school, which is the SUG. Please celebrate them. They made this happen with us. And I want to celebrate all the speakers, Dr. Jimmy, who we have been together for close to 2 decades. I want to celebrate Toluwani that came, Fire Power Pact. I've heard a lot of things. I've also learned a lot today. I'm not going to tell you so much. I'm just going to share my life story with you. Some months ago, we were in Unilag, and somebody came. His name was Honorable Shea. They said, "Will is going to be with us in Ibadan later in just like 8 days to come. In 8 days to come." And I told him, what I want you to do is to share your story. And that's actually one of the best story you will hear about. And I like to share my story. My story is something that will help us. And I just want, because we don't have much time, please just pay rapt attention. You don't need one day to change your life. You don't need 1 hour to change your life. You need a moment to change your life. And my charge to you is that you will not be distracted when that word that will change your life will come. God has really blessed me. I think I'm dressing like you guys. I hope I tried. When I went to Paris, I went to a store. I went to pick everything because I want to be dressing like you guys. I'm Gen Z, But your life is a story you are writing. You see, most of the time, we always thought, when they tell you that, your village people, your ancestors, you don't understand that one day you will be somebody's village people. Yeah. And village people can be positive and it can be negative. Let me tell you a story of a person. I know a guy. This guy will not pray. He's not serious, but he keeps succeeding. Because his village people are sacrificed and is working for him positively. The theme of this topic is emerge. In Unilag, I spoke about submerging. It was actually one of my best topics I've ever spoken about. And that I was on the stage and I had a nudge to change my topic and talk about submerging. You can go to our YouTube. We are going to upload it this week on the YouTube so you can watch it. We are going to give, one person is going to go on with a scholarship today. I hope that is you. One person is going to go on with a scholarship today and it's going to be open. So it's whoever we pick that is going to go. My Senate President, I celebrate you. He just came back now. So I was talking about submerging, and one thing that was really, really striking there is patience. You see, one of the problems I've seen in our generation is that we are so impatient. We want everything now. They actually call us the microwave generation. We want it now. Every story of success you will ever hear, if it's actually a true success and the one that will last, in that equation is patience. In that equation is patience. But today I'm going to be talking, because we talk about submerging. Emerge means you are coming out of something. Submerging means you are in. And as I was thinking about what to speak about here, I realized that there has to be a process from submerging to emerging. Then I will not talk about emerge in UI. All of these are topic. I mean, you can watch it. We'll make sure that it's available on YouTube. Now, in the process of submerging, when you are in there, you can actually perish in there. If you are in a situation, because when I was talking about, you can forever be patient and nothing will happen. There's this saying that the patient dog eats the fattest bone. I don't know whoever made that adage was drunk. Because you can forever be patient and hunger will kill that dog. You also have to understand the peculiarity of the place you have found yourself. That this is Nigeria. Nigeria is a place that you have to fight for it. It is not handed over to you. If you are born in Seychelles, you are born in London, you are born in USA, or God bless you, you are born in Qatar, things will perpetually be handed to you, but not the case of Nigeria. So if you are in that process, many of you are in the process of submerging. Many of you, I was in mine. There was actually a time I could not afford a 10 naira pure water. I don't know how much do they sell pure water now? One pure water now. 15 naira. That time I think it was 5 naira. I could not afford it. There was a time that I would be hungry, so that the hunger will not be wasted, I will turn it to fasting. There was a time that I squatted for years. Today, by the special grace of God, we own estates. Not one, not two, not three. Not in one location, in multiple locations. So I'm telling you to understand that I was in this point whereby what to eat, how to do, it's a problem. But I want to tell you what I did at that process of submerging that brought me out. You see, I've heard many people said about things. I mean, everybody that have spoken before me has spoken well. Excellently well. You know, Dr. Jimmy, Toluwanimi, and then after we are going to have the chairman of Abeokuta North is on his way. He's going to come to talk about leadership. But that in that process, there are many things you need to. First thing I think you need to understand, because many people, not in the order, but one of the things that is important in that process is humility. You see, many of us have lost the opportunity because of how it looks. Do you know that I can pass as a student in this school? All I just need to is just to wear something and just. In fact, I still have a plan. Before maybe I will just go to one school and just do a documentary, just be a part of that school for maybe one. I mean, look at how people will. Because you don't understand that the big break actually comes from humility. Let me tell you an example. I was in my site, one of my sites in Ibadan, and there was a guy that came. And when I'm on the site, I dress even simpler than this. I don't care, because when the money comes in, it comes into my account, so it doesn't concern me. So far, the money is coming to me. I be president. You will like me, you will look down at me, it doesn't concern me. So I was there, and the guy was coming, and I said, "Hello, sir. Who do you want to see?" He did like this to me. So I said, okay, I just continued doing my own thing, strolling on the side and talking, and apparently that guy was looking for a job. And when he was looking for a job, somebody pointed to me that I should come and meet him, but he thought it was a person behind me. So he left me that could have he doesn't need interview. If I say employ him, he's employed. And he went to meet the other person. So when he went to meet, and the person went to meet, cannot even make any decision. He's just a site engineer. So when he told the person, and the person said, "That is actually my boss." in the guy's head. He wish he could just move the time back by just 30, maybe just 2 minutes. Eventually, when he came back, I'm so sorry, sir. It's okay to be sorry. But your sorry will not make me make a decision that I'm not supposed to make. And that is why most of the time, many of us go with the word, I'm sorry. You think I'm sorry will erase your error. So humility is key. And these are silent things that destroys us. It destroys relationship. It destroys people. If you are honoring me, you must, if you dishonor me, maybe something is wrong with you. But how do you treat people under you? How do you treat people that are coming before you? I usually say that it's too early to determine whether is successful or not. The journey is still far. It may be tomorrow that I will need an offer in the company and I work and I will meet you. The way I've treated you will determine whether you will answer me or not. Many of them does, because when you leave this world, this square is too, you think you are, when you leave the wall of the school, you realize that life is more than this. When I was in school, I knew, I usually tell my friend, I said, Nigeria does not have plan for me, so let me have plan for my life. Man, maybe tomorrow, Nigeria, maybe they may be deliberating on a meeting and they are deliberating about you, but today they are not. Every agenda, every project must bring something to their table. That's the raw truth now. So the only way you can make an impact in your life is to determine to say that I must, like what you were saying, competence. I have mentors that one of them, we live in the same estate. He looked at me and said, he said, I've been thinking about you for the past 3 days. You do know what? This person, to put into perspective, he has a property in Ikoyi that worth $300 million. And the person said, he said, I've been thinking, he said, this is what you do for me. This is what you do for me. If they have any problem, they come to me first. It's not about age. Age na scam. If you are young and you have it in your head, nobody will ignore you. Humility is key. It's important. Decide to be an humble person. Don't look down on anybody. Your next breakthrough can be sitting next beside you. I can remember when we were in school then, I had people that when they dress up, you know that, man, you can be thinking, do I even have future? Because this, the way they are even looking now, it's like, they will look clean, wear the designer, wear everything. Today, they are not even close to some of the people we are paying. I have people on my payroll that pay $1 million a month. On my payroll. So it's not about, my payroll in a month I can pay up to 50 to 100 people. So you can do the math in your head. But today, if we had followed what they were wearing, how they were living, we would have thought that we don't have a future. So imagine those people had looked down on us. I've had many of my mates that have begged that they want to work in my company. I can't employ them because you cannot, I will put myself in trouble. Because how will I employ my staff and I will tell you, I will be giving, I have people that are men, I have people older than even my father as my staff, but they don't know me then. But the moment we've had a relationship in the past, so don't look down on anybody. How are you in that hostel? In this place you found yourself, what can people say about you? I'm the kind of guy that I don't eat alone. Even when I have nothing, when I want to cook food, I will cook like 4 cups. I will cook food and call people I've cooked. They didn't know when I was cooking. I will cook and say, come on. That's why, you see, blessing will not move towards reservoirs. It will move towards channels. See, I can never be poor. It's not a confession. It is what I'm living. This year alone, this is the 3rd school we are going. We are going to the 4th one. And we are going to Ogbomoso again. And all the horns, everything has been paid for. Transport people. There is nowhere we go to that cost us. It costs us multiple of millions. Now, how can I be poor? So don't look down on people. Love people genuinely, because you see, let me tell you something. Another thing I will tell you is that love people. You see, these are things that, you want some principle that look, but I'm going to tell you that love, at the root of everything we are doing is because I love you. Do you know how stressful it is? The hotel I slept overnight, there's nothing on earth that can make me sleep in that hotel. There's nothing. The only thing that can make me sleep in that hotel is this. Fantastic place. Fantastic. We want hot water is not working. I just said, well, I'm here already. I entered the bedroom, pour water, just came out and said, yeah, let's go. I spend a lot of time in bedroom, in my house bedroom, but this one, I don't think I used up to 30 seconds. I just pour water, let me just go out. You understand? But because of love, there's nothing that gives me, thank you, there's nothing that gives me that joy. Because when we went to full pray in January, the SUG president, who is also a camp member, was asking me, sir, what is in it for you? In this country, you don't just do things for nothing. You just do things and just do it for nothing. Just say, I want to just do it. So, sir, I said, what do you mean? He said, what do you want to get? What do you want to get from us for this thing? And I said, a transformed life. If one day I can see one of you amongst everybody that is here transform, a story in the future that say, I came to this place and my life was changed. If one day I can say two, I can say three, even if it's one, is enough. It's worth my time, it's worth my effort, because the biggest and the greatest investment you can make is in people. It is ever rewarding. It is ever rewarding. Love people genuinely. You see many people that says that our family was poor. Ask them that one of the reasons why they succeeded was because of their family. Right? What was the motivation? For me, I just look at it that it cannot continue like this. Let me have the money to take care of these people. It can't continue like this. The love is a global language. And the bigger the capacity of your love, the bigger what you will achieve. Zuckerberg woke up, he said, I want the whole world to be connected. What was his problem? We just realized that in his school, it's hard for people to connect to themselves. That was why Facebook started. The meta today. He just realized that in this school, I cannot reach out to my friend, I cannot do this. So he said, okay, for that sake, let me try and do something. From there, he did something for his school. From his school, he did something for the whole world. The reason why it looks as if you are limited is because your love is not big enough to touch the world. If you love so much, you will go far. Next year, I told my team, next year alone, we are going to 52 secondary schools. And we are going to over 20 secondary universities. Do you know what that will mean in figure? It's hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of millions. But I told God, if you give me this money, I will spend it on these people. Mind you, KAMP is not affiliated to anybody. All the resources comes from God through us. We don't have anybody that is giving us a dime. But this is our own way of giving back and showing that we love you. The next thing I will say here, which is one thing that has defined my life, is courage. You see, when you are inside there, it takes courage to come out. Dr. Jimmy was talking when we were coming. We've known each other since school. So he knows a lot of things about me. He was telling me that this thing we are doing, this is what you've been saying when we were in school. And when I was in school, you can imagine I look now. Imagine I was 15 years ago. You can imagine, just imagine. If I can look like this now, that at least I don't have small money. Small. I'm still believing I want to get to Toluwanimi's level. You know, you can imagine how I was then. But one thing I had a tiny stature, but a very massive mouth. My mouth is so big that it will intimidate you. I will tell you that there's no way they are calling richest men on earth that my name will not be there. And I'm also declaring it now. Go and write my name, Kolade Adepoju. When they are mentioning wealth, I will be attributed to it. It is not about, this is how we got here. We can't get here and stop. You must be courageous. If you want to change the narrative, it is a place for somebody that is courageous. You cannot be timid. They will not hand it over to you. You will fight and get it. Nobody will hand it over to you. This country, this Nigeria, you think they will come and all those. How many of you have gotten that that net fund, or what do you call it? If you have collected the that if you have received where, let me see your hand. You see? Even your president did not receive it. We have like 1,000 people here, not one person, and they said everybody has collected it. You will have to fight for this thing. Destiny actually is a place of battle. It takes the courageous to take it. If you want to be great in life, it's not for chicken and egg. You can't do it. You can't play it safe. Me, if I perish, I perish. That is my own mantra. I don't play it safe. I perish, and I've never perished. I was telling our VPS today that there's no program we have that we don't have overflow. Instead, we have. But even me, I know that we have. Because it is beyond even the external. Let me leave that one for another day. You understand? Because also, see, courage is important. And I want to tell you this, brothers and sisters. Courage is important. You may have come from a place, a background that doesn't look like it, but decide that you will be courageous enough to go for it. I will tell you a story. When I went to do my IT, I went home and I said to myself that I want to work because I did transport management. Actually, it wasn't the tush one. We were supposed to be the one at NYTW to be doing all those. That's our work. But it's MC Oluomo that are doing it. It's okay. That's the country you find yourself. But I said I want to work in Apapa. I didn't know anybody there. I want to work in Lagos. I'm from Ibadan boy. The best, I can't even remember the last time I've been to Lagos. Lagos was a far place for me. I said I want to work in Lagos. I want to work in Apapa. And I want to earn a lot of money doing my IT. These are things that doesn't make sense. So I was at home. The first week went, second week went, and my mom said, don't worry, I'll get somebody. So a night before I went to I told her, I said, Ma, I'm going to Lagos tomorrow. Where will you live? I said, but at least I read that some people slept under the bridge when they got to Lagos. And maybe that's the way my own story will be. But I will be in this house till tomorrow evening alive. And I started packing my load. In the afternoon, I started packing my books. My most precious asset is my books. I invest like a madman on books. I've spent millions on books at a go before. Books, knowledge, I will talk about that too. Because you see, you can have a vision, but if you don't know how to get there, it's more dangerous. Knowledge is, but I will get there after this courage. I said I want to pack my things. I started packing my books, in fact, I was even interested in leaving the clothes. I will go and get, if it's one cloth I have, no problem. I started packing my books. God that will have it. Somebody came that day, evening, and came to meet my mom. I'm going to Lagos. So the man said, hey, me, mommy, on that bridge. You must say, no, my sister have a house somewhere. That is how, but you know what happened? I made up my mind I'm moving the next day. I achieved my goal, but where I slept was different. But imagine if I had not made up, maybe it was because I made up my mind that if I will sleep under the bridge, I will sleep under the bridge. Many of you, the problem with your current situation is that you are indecisive. You are not courageous enough to take that step. You are not courageous to start that dream. You are not courageous to start that business. You are not courageous to do whatever you need to do. I've been doing business since my 100 level. No, even PD days. I've been doing business. Business has been something that I've been doing for a long time. Because everything is still that poverty. I was looking at poverty and I decided that it will end in my generation. Courage is important. Courage is important. Don't be chicken at it. Don't waste your time. Don't waste this season. This season that you have, you will never have it again. Yes. That's some season that I wish I had longer time. At times, most of you want to be successful. Want to be successful. When you get there, you wish when you did not have the money, you can go back a bit to do some things. Right now, my schedule is crazy. Extremely crazy. That was the time that you don't have anything. Now there is just only school you have. Use it. That takes me to the next stage. Read. You can see you. If you want to lead, you must read. There's no two ways. And I'm not talking about biology, chemistry. You read that one, be good. Mind you, I graduated with a third class in school. So it's not about what you bring out of school. Well, it wasn't that I was dull, but I just knew Nigeria does not have plan for me. And I understand that. Oh, celebrate, honorable. That's our chairman. You're welcome, sir. Honorable, manage our school. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So, as I was saying, readers are leaders. Read. This is the opportunity you have. There was a time that if I don't read six pages, 60 pages, I won't sleep. The prerequisite for me to sleep is reading those books. After I will put my leg in water. And I'm not reading for example. But you see, in life, you are actually in life right now. Right now, you are already doing an exam. And your result comes in every time. What you put in is what you will get from it. You have this opportunity, use it judiciously. Don't waste it. You see, after school, there's more than this these 4 walls. There's more. There's more. Study. Read. You have to also understand, every one of you that here, I hope you have registered. If you are registered by December, we have something we call Total Life Transformation. It's a 12 courses that will take you through every aspect of life. It will take you through business, through career, purpose discovery. You see, that purpose discovery is important. You see, everything I am and I have today, everything stems out of knowing what my purpose is. If you don't even know who you are, you cannot even prepare yourself for that thing. Understanding who you are. So if you don't understand your purpose, make sure that you register for that course. It's free. Camp is free. You are not paying a dime for it. It's absolutely free. All we just want is that your life will change. And personally, my heart is ached when I see the quality of people that are leaving university. Terrible. I see the quality of people leaving school, what the school is churning out. They are not capable enough for outside there. And I tell you, if you don't prepare yourself, you go and join the... Why are we saying... Do you know that I tell you that the problem in this country today is not unemployment? The problem today is who can you even employ? As I'm talking to you, my company is recruiting. We are recruiting. If you are competent enough, you will get a job. No. But there's nobody to. You see some people CV, even the CV will tell that this one is going nowhere. This one, forget it. When I see some CV, I say, don't just this one, you are going nowhere. Because the way you even put the words together, no, it is not even kept. So you have the opportunity to prepare for the world beyond outside here. So that when you go out there, you have all it takes. Because even if you don't have the knowledge, if you have the knowledge, and if you have the courage and you don't have the knowledge, you will still be getting no's. You'll be getting no's. Courage is good. Courage is important, but the knowledge is what you use to back it. When I tell you that I have this, I'm doing it, when I go out, I come out, it's not about the courage alone. It's about what I know. I usually say that if you, in my own field, though, I don't know if you tell me to come and talk about that thing, but in my field, there is no time of the day you wake me up to talk about that I will not talk excellently in any stage in the world. And understand that the whole world, think global. Also think global. You see, success is not success until it is global. You see, if you are still making 1 million naira, 2 million naira, by the time you start changing it to dollar, you realize that you are really, really poor. You have to think global. You have to think global and prepare for it. The world is a global. I mean, there's no limit. There's no limit. If you don't study enough, you may die inside. You may die inside. You may not emerge. I'm telling you because, in UI it was so profound. I mean, talking about submerging, patience, what you, because at times, I also realized that because at times, we are in a stage that you are not familiar with, you think you are old. But when people show you, people that have gone to that point and you see that they were there and they come out, it gives you a hope that will also come out one day. But we have talked about the submerging, but if you can be in that submerging stage and die there. See, I'm not a motivational speaker. My life, when I'm telling you something, my life shows it. We are not doing this thing like Tolua was saying, we are not doing this thing to get any money. It's not for money or aspire. If I want money, I know where I should do. Now, if I spend 3 hours on some things, I know what I will make. You understand? But you have to understand that knowledge is important. Read, study. If you have not read any book here, let me see your hand. If you have not read any book here, you have not read any book, please, if you have not, just reach out to any of our camp, anybody you see camp on. You've not read any book, there's a problem. Good. I like your sincerity. Please, after this exercise, reach out to anybody wearing camp. Tell them that you want to write your name on a list. I have something to help you to start the journey. Because, yeah. There are some books I read that changed everything for my life. Some books, there's something that I read that I know that I knew from that book that there's no way I will be poor in my life. I knew that there's no way I will be poor. And then I also moved to faithfulness. Faithfulness, you see, many a times, and I will tell you a story with it, of faithfulness when I was even in school. If you're in school here and you are given something to handle, like our president, you are given this school to handle as the SUG president. The faithfulness in it will determine whether you handle many things out there. The problem we have in this country today is that many people in the place of authority, in fact, most of them don't even have any pedigree of any leadership this thing in school. Either they know somebody that put them there, or they have some money and they just think something. Because the problem we have is many of us, and what can cause that is that many of us, while we are in that place of authority, we were not faithful enough. And you see, the law of life says if you are not faithful, you cannot be handed more. If you are not faithful in little, forget much. Faithfulness is important. Is it your faculty? Is it even your class? And do that thing as if your whole life depends on it. Because actually, your life depends on it. Actually, I told you earlier, I said you are writing an exam as I'm talking to you. Now you are also in an examination hall. You have heard a lot of things. What you make use of that will determine whether you will succeed. When we were in the car, Dr. Jimmy were discussing, and he was telling me about some guys that we were together. In fact, one of them was my roommate. And he said that, I said, actually looking at it now, I'll be surprised if they are at this level. Because the principle they were practicing then forbids them to be at this level. It forbids. You cannot get crash. You can't. Success is really dependent on your faithfulness. How faithful are you in what you are handed now? You are the one that they say you should keep the department money. You cannot account for it. You are not saying my vision is to work in CBN. You will never get there. Because if you get there, you'll be a disaster. Your vision is to make sure that these things are done properly. You can't do it properly. You're not saying that I'm a global champion. How? Faithfulness is important. You've got to be faithful in everything you are doing. You've got to be faithful in everything you are doing. And I'll round up with something that is linked to where I started, which is patience. Is time and chance. In between that time and chance is perseverance. But you see, there's some success in life that there's actually nothing you will do that will fast track it. And you have to have that in your mind. In that season, after you have done, as you are doing all this thing, understand that you cannot determine when the thing will click. You cannot determine when the spring will come that you will press on that will jump you out of that state. You can't determine it. That is in the hand of a supreme being. But make sure that the last thing I said, you are consistent with it, which is faithfulness. Time and chance happens to everyone. And please, for everyone that is here, your success is sure if you can practice all these things. But make sure that you don't cut corners. Make sure that you wait. Do you want to know how many offers I had? You don't want to know how many offers I had. Numerous offers to go the other way around. I mean, I'm in an industry that if you want to be a bad person, it's easy to be a bad person. It's easy. And I think I have all it takes to qualify to be able to be part of a candidate to do that bad person, that bad thing. I mean, but imagine that if I had gone the other way around and I come out today and I'm standing before you guys, my conscience will be gripping me. The only way I can talk confidently today is that no man can come here and say, Kolade, you have taken my goat. No man can come here and say, I have done it with all integrity with my heart. To the best of my knowledge and best of my ability. You put something in my hand, it will be done excellently. You don't need to come and check it back. That is me. You don't need to come and check. And be that kind of person. Be a person that we can rely on. Reliability is a code for the top. There's nobody that will place things in your hand there's nobody. If I place something in your hand, I place it because I don't want to look after it. I don't want to be chasing you. Reliability. You see, the truth of the matter is that success is Nigeria is one of the places, I can tell you that categorically. If you are faithful and you have what you are doing, success in Nigeria is in a way easier than even outside. I said in a way because people think Nigeria is difficult. There's no amount of money you will give me that will make me leave Nigeria. By the special grace of God, I've traveled. Maybe this year I should have been counting maybe like 12 or 13 nations I've gone to. Before this year runs out, I have another 3 to go, or 4. But you see, we are going together. No problem. But there is nowhere like Nigeria. Honorable, can you attest to that? That there's nowhere like Nigeria. There is nowhere like Nigeria. If you travel, you will realize that there's actually nowhere Nigeria. Do you know what is trending now? There was a time it was Jackpot, now it's Jackpada. Yeah. People are coming back And they are even posting it. They are coming back and they are glad. They are happy. They are happy that they are coming back, because you see, if you have not tasted another man's what is that Yoruba? Or come, if you have not tasted another man's farm, you will not know that your own father's house is good. After you have gone out. So you have to understand, and a lizard in Nigeria will not turn to alligator in America. You will not, the moment you get here, you are just a lizard in America. So what you put inside you will determine what you will be. People like us that say, I cannot, if I go to, there's no country in this world I go to that will not lead there. It's not possible. We'll crack it, because the principle, the values are inside us. So before I round up, we are going to do 2 or 3 things before I round up. We are going to be doing the scholarship. Where is Joshua? Get Joshua for me. Every school we go to, we give scholarship. But before we do that scholarship, if you are here and you have a phone, let me see it. You know you are here and you have a phone. Yeah, good. You are going to do 3 things for me before we do this scholarship, and that will determine whether we do it or not. Okay. Just wait. So first of all, I want you to go to Instagram. Oh, they thought it's credit, Abby. Go to Instagram. Go to We Are KAMP. We Are KAMP, and follow. I think we have like, how many number do we have? Maybe like 700. When we get to 1,000, we'll do the scholarship. We Are KAMP. 650. 650. Okay, just 350. We are more than that here. So everybody should follow. Follow, let's be fast so that we can round this up. We are some of us, in fact, most of us are traveling back. So We Are KAMP. Follow. If you are followed, raise up your hand. Wow. Are you sure? If you are followed, let me see your hand. Why am I seeing few hands? You don't want somebody to win a scholarship today? Let me see your hand again. If you are followed. Okay, on the same Instagram, do anybody want to follow me here? You want to follow me? So follow Kolade Adepoju. You see my picture there. I'm wearing a suit. Kolade Adepoju. And then we do the last one. Then I'll call the name of the winner. Then after that, we'll go to the panel session. Go to the panel session. If you are followed, let me see your hand again. Both. We are almost there. If you have not followed, we are doing 1,000 for us to be able to do the scholarship. And also, we'll also be announcing, we'll trust your SUG president to announce the project that we are going to be doing. Every school we go to, we give scholarship and we'll do a project in the school. So we are waiting for the SUG team to look at what we'll do. We'll do it and I'll come back again to open it. So the SUG president is going to let us know that. We also don't want to do something that we just think is okay for you. We want your people, your leaders to tell us what is needed that will impact and affect the life of the students. So we're going to do that. I'm waiting now. Waiting. We need just 150 to go. Are you telling me that everybody has? If they have followed, let me see your hand. Okay. As the follow, Joshua, come. Let me. Okay, I think I have the names here. Joshua. Yes. So, another thing is that this caller, if we announce your name and you did not follow the page, you have lost it too. So that's why it's just safe for you to follow. It's safe. It's very, very safe for you to follow. That is me. Yeah. Okay. Should I call the name? You guys are not ready for the name. Should I call the name? Yes. So we did a raffle draw, and we have first, second, third. But it's only one person that win. If we call the first person, because in Unilag, we picked a name, we called the person was not around, we called another person. So hopefully the first person is there. If the first person is here, we don't need to call the second name and the third. So, should I call the name? You guys are not ready. I'm not here. Should I call the name? So if your name is Walker Precious Rukuvwe, who is Precious? Walker Precious, celebrator! Congratulations. So, she's the winner of the scholarship for FUNAAB. Stand up and celebrate her. Your own time will come. Celebrate, be happy. Congratulations. So, the way we do it in KAMP, please remain standing. Remain standing, please. The way we do it in KAMP is we make sure that we pay to the school authority. So I've spoken with the SUG president. After this, meet Joshua, he's going to get your department and everything, and we'll pay it directly to the school authority. Congratulations.